Hello, and welcome to Owlvideogaming. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Sega Master System. This was originally released as the Sega Mk III in 1985 in Japan. It was then renamed for its North American release to the Sega Master System. It was released in North America in 1986 and in Europe in 1987. It was the main competition to Nintendo's NES. It was advertised to be more powerful, and it was. However, it failed to outsell the NES because the NES had already established a massive fan base, and Nintendo's restrictions on third-party developers meant many of them had entered deals with Nintendo to make their games exclusive to the NES. Now, I said in my Atari 2600 video that the Atari 2600 was the longest-lived console of all time. I was wrong. It is the Sega Master System, as it is still on sale in Brazil, making it the longest-lived console of all time. So, onto the console. So, here's the Sega Master System. Now, actually, this is the Master System 2, a redesigned model. It's more compact than the original, and it has this cool sliding door for the cartridge slot. So, it's quite plain, like the NES, two controller inputs, and a power button here. So, the controller. Now, if you look at it, it looks quite plain compared to an NES controller. It's just got a D-pad and two buttons, while the NES controller had a select and start button. But if you look closer, so the buttons are labeled 1 and 2, but the 1 button doubled as a start button for starting a game, etc. But also, on the console, there's a pause button. So this was another console that you were meant to have right next to you when you played. Now, the cartridges. This is a Populous cartridge. They were rather more compact than the NES cartridges, but there's nothing really different other than that. So, you go in like this, and there's a guide there. And you're ready to play. Now, I'm not going to be playing Populous. I'll be playing a game that is actually inbuilt into the system, because the Sega Master System 2 had an inbuilt game. It was either Alex Kidd or, as in this case, Sonic the Hedgehog. So, let's play Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, so Sonic the Hedgehog. Now the image may look off-center, but it is, the menu screen is actually off-center like that. So, here we go. Okay, so, as you can see, the graphics are colorful, and rather more colorful than the NES's. So there seems to be a lot of blue here. There's power-ups, like Super Mario. There's jumping on enemies to kill them. In fact, this does seem rather a lot like Mario, but with a unique twist: speed. This was, in fact, Sega's response to Mario. It was their competition. Now, there's this weird spin thing you can do. I'm not sure what that's for. Okay. And I didn't get anything. Well then, that certainly was based on speed. So, that's it. Okay, so that was the Sega Master System. Sega's response to the NES. A good console, but unfortunately short-lived in most markets due to the NES's popularity. It was fairly quickly followed up with the Sega Mega Drive, or Genesis as it was known in the US. It was Sega's attempt to surpass Nintendo with an even more powerful console, and I'll be talking about that one in the next episode. But for now, like and subscribe if you feel like it, and goodbye.